2 people were killed and 7 people were wounded in a mass shooting late Thursday, a block from Michigan Avenue amid a continuing surge in violence downtown. One person was in custody in connection with the incident, which started as an altercation among a group of teens near the Chicago Avenue station on the CTA's Red Line outside a McDonald's restaurant, officials said. A gun was recovered, according to a statement from the Chicago Police Department. Police Superintendent David Brown described the shooting as a personal conflict that occurred after 2 groups got into an argument near the McDonald's at around 10:45 p.m.
2 groups of individuals were involved in a disturbance at that location. Our roving police patrols were in the area and observed this group. There's a video pod camera that shows this block and shows this incident. So there's video of this incident at the 800 block of North State Street. So our officers try to wave their way into the crowd. We see on video where a person with a gun fires into the crowd. Basically, this is a disturbance, a personal conflict, hitting the 9 people, killing 2, wounding 7. As soon as this gunman fires, he then flees, and our officers give chase. Flees down into the CTA platform with our officers close behind. Our officers give chase, and they capture the shooter, and they recover the gun. He's arrested, pending charges. There's also another individual down inside the CTA platform that obstructs the officers from making the arrest, and that person is also charged with obstructing officers at the scene. There is a 3rd individual, a female, who's with this group that fleed down into the platform that is electrocuted on the rail line and needs care and is in critical condition. At this point, we are furthering our investigation and working with the state's attorney pending charges. I'm confident that our officers captured the shooter and recovered the weapon used. As I mentioned before, there's video camera footage of this incident. There's a 3rd person who we believe hands the shooter a gun. We have yet to identify that person, but we are continuing our investigation to identify that person so that we can charge them as well with the appropriate crime.
As a roving team of police officers made its way toward these groups to separate them, one person opened fire on one of those groups. That person immediately fled down to the CTA subway station, where he was arrested by pursuing officers. Police recovered a firearm there, and Brown said a 2nd individual was also taken into custody for allegedly obstructing an arrest. Neither person who was killed has been identified by officials as of Friday morning. The CPD initially indicated 10 people had been shot, but Brown on Friday clarified that the correct total was 9. He said police have recovered video showing the shooting, and charges are pending against the suspected gunman. At this point, Brown said during a press conference Friday, "We are further along in our investigation and working with the Cook County State's attorney pending charges. We're confident our officers captured the shooter and recovered the weapon used." One of those killed was a 31-year-old man, police said. He was struck in the back. The 2nd person killed was a man who was shot in the chest. His age was not immediately known. The surviving victims included a 19-year-old man who was shot in the chest. He's in critical condition at Northwestern Hospital. A 17-year-old boy who was shot multiple times. He is listed as stable at Strodger Hospital. A 46-year-old woman who was shot in the left leg. She's also stable at Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center. A 31-year-old man who was shot in the hand. He's listed in good condition. A 21-year-old man who was shot in the lower leg. He's listed in good condition. A 30-year-old man who suffered graze wounds to his shoulder and stomach. He's listed in good condition. A 29-year-old man who suffered a graze wound. He's listed in good condition. Police are still searching for another man who allegedly handed the suspect a firearm just before the shooting, Brown said.